Hello Floss Tube, it's Terry. Welcome to my channel for the Stitch Your Soul. Today's Monday, September 10th, and I know I'm late getting this up by about a week and a half, but unfortunately life gets in the way sometimes. So here I am. I've decided I'd get it done today so that I can give you some updates and information. So let's start with retreat. Retreat's going great. We're getting all the things pulled together. Wait till you see your goodie bags. You're gonna love it. We got about a little over 6 weeks until retreat. It's October 26th to the 28th, and it's an quaint little inn called Century House in Latham, New York. You can go for 2 or 3 days. The cost for 2 days is $170, and that covers 2 lunches and a dinner. And if you go for 3 days, it's $200, and that covers 3 lunches and 2 dinners. The hotel rooms are on your own. There are some people going to be staying right there at the inn, and I think they might have some rooms still available. If not, like 2 doors down is the Comfort Inn, so it's within walking distance. So if you can't stay in the inn, it's right, you can go right next door to the Comfort Inn. Let's see, what have we got? We've got door prizes. We're going to have door prize raffle, and we got some wonderful donations from our stitching vendors. Weeks Dye Work is giving us something. Sue Hillis is sending something. Lady Dot Creates is sending something. We've got something from Victorian Motto Sampler. Krennic sent us something. So and plus there's more. So those are just some of the bigger ones that bigger than names that I can recall off the top of my head. We're going to do a couple of swaps. First one's going to be a smalls exchange, which is anything you consider to be a small. Wrap it up, and we're going to do what's called a Yankee or a Chinese swap, where first person picks a prize, opens it up, everyone who's in Oz. Second person picks a prize, and if they don't like what they got, they can take what the first person, and it goes all the way through, and you can pick or swap with any other person who's gone before you. The first person at the end gets to pick from everybody's because they didn't get a chance to swap. So it's a lot of fun, and I'm sure no one will go away with anything they don't love. We're also going to do a mystery box exchange, and when you register, you'll get a list of the things that need to go in the box. You get a decorative box from like Joann's or Michael's or someplace, and you stuff it with stuff that meet the criteria. For instance, one of the things is something orange, so you can put in a piece of orange fabric, or a skein of orange floss, or a bag of Cheetos, whatever strikes your fancy as you're looking at the list. And then we're going to wrap those up, and everyone will get one. We'll be exchanging them. It's not going to be a Yankee swap or anything like that. It's just we're going to exchange them. So the nice thing is, you don't know what's going to be in your box, so you'll get surprised, and in the box will be something about the person who put the box together. So it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a free swap table, so if you're looking to destash, you can bring stuff to put out on the table for free. You pick up for free, you get rid of for free. So if you're sick, you don't think you're going to do something, you can put it on the table, pick something else up that you think you'd like to do. So we have that. Then we're also going to have a brag table, which is limited to 2 items, because we want everyone to be able to bring something so that they can share what they've done. Because that's what this whole retreat is about. Meeting new people, sharing what we do, and keeping our hobby alive. I am very connected with my history, and I have I guess a desire to share that that skill with other people, because I don't want to see handwork fade away in this world of technology. People don't always sit and do some of these hobbies, and I'm afraid that if we let it go by the wayside and don't share it and keep it in the front of things, it's going to go away. And it's part of our history. We need to be able to do this. We need to be able to keep it alive in young people's minds, so that we can, continue on with this. A lot of stitchers are getting older, but because of the new technologies, the younger kids aren't really getting into it. So I want to try and pass my passion along to someone else. Deer Hill Farm will be there for stash enhancement. Pat Athanas from her shop down in Hyde Park will be bringing up some stuff so that we can add to our stash. And we're very grateful that she's able to come, and because it's an hour and a half south from here, because we don't have a local needlework shop. So we're very grateful that Pat's coming up. Let's see, where are we next? Oh, special treat coming up in October. I went to the soft opening of Bush Mountain Stitchery and Framing in Palmer, Massachusetts. Some of you may know Mayanne Bush and her family from her online store. She's opening a shop, and it is huge. I am so excited for her. I can't stand it. I was there on Friday last week, and they're just getting the stuff, put out. Not everything's out, but it was a soft opening, and I am so excited for her, because that shop is going to be fabulous. She's got space to do a retreat in her basement if she wants. She's got DMC, Anchor, Weeks, Gentle Arts, Italian threads. She's got fabric galore. She's got patterns. So it's going to be an absolutely fabulous shop. And it's about an hour and a half from Albany, right off the Mass Pike. I forget what exit it was, but Mayanne has granted me permission to come and do a tour, so I can post it on Facebook, and I'm so happy. I am just so excited about that. She was so warm and so grateful, and I can't wait to do this, because I want to share with you her shop. Okay, so where are we at next? Well, this is probably going to be a short video, only because I don't have a whole lot to share. Let's start with my whips. So the first one I got going is this one. Plum Street Samplers, You're a Grand Old Flag. I got this down at Pat's shop a couple months ago, because I'm all about patriot stuff. My great-grandfather, 8th or 9th, fought in the Revolutionary War, so I'm all about that. I love my patriotic stuff, not to mention the fact that I was married to a military man. So yeah, I'm all about patriots. So that's the pattern. I took it out of the sleeve because it glares so terrible. And this is how far I've gotten on it. It's hard to see it and to see what picture you're getting. I'm trying to get you a good shot here. There we go. You got it? Can you see it? Well, let me just tell you, the frog came to visit. I wasn't happy because I had to do a bunch of ripping out. But you know what? It's okay. Part of the hobby, right? Right. So that's that. Okay. And the next one. Of course, you've seen this one before. This is the gift I'm giving my sister for Christmas. And I started it last year. Of course, I've done all kinds of pieces for my mother over the years, because my mother's a quilter and she taught me how to embroider when I was like 13 years old, maybe younger than that. So I've been stitching since then, off and on, you know. Dropped it for a while when I was raising babies and careers and all that good stuff. But I've done pieces for her. And last year I decided to do pieces for each of my brothers and my sister. Last year I did a beautiful seascape scene. Of course, I don't ever keep any of my stuff, which is why I have nothing to give you, to show you on Floss Tube, because I always give my stuff away. So I did that seascape scene for my brother because he bought a house in Florida, and I thought it would be nice down in his Florida house. So I did this seascape scene for him. So he got his piece last year, and this is the piece I chose to do for my sister. I always wanted to do a rosewood manor, and I always wanted to stitch with a Vildani floss. So I chose this one. And my sister kind of has an eclectic style. She's a Disney freak, so I figured, well, you know, this is a good one. So right now I'm in this area of working right here. This is where I'm working. This is page 5 and 6 together, because I'll show you. I was stretching a lot because I had 10-inch sidebars, and it was really wreaking havoc on my back. So, and I have to be very careful of my back. And so I shortened the side frame. So now I have, in order to keep up, I have to work part of 5 and part of 6, and then when I roll it, I'll have to do the other part of 5 and 6 down here. But here's where I am, right in here. Can you see it? Lighting's not the greatest, is it? There, that's a little better, I guess. There, that's better. There you go. I'm having a blast doing this. It's just taking forever. And it's taking forever because I just get on a roll. I had, about 2 years ago, I had 5 back surgeries in less than 7 months. And I have rods and screws in my back. So I'm my own barometer. And I can only sit for a certain period of time, and then I have to get up, otherwise I end up with severe spasms in my back. So unfortunately, you know, I just get on a roll and I have to stop. So, and then you come back to it. So that's kind of the thing with that. And then, let's see, what's this? Okay, so my sheep virtues. This is sweet. When I saw this, I just had to do it. So, basically, this is the Pat Carson layout that I got from Cindy Sorley's website. If you bought the stuff, she shared it, because Pat Carson designed this layout. So, this is the one I just finished, and I've showed this to you before as well. So, this is the most recent one I finished, piece. Trying to give you a good look. There, that's better. So I just finished that one. Okay. And let's see. these are the previous ones I've done. Okay, and this is, I'm doing them in order, or I'm setting them up in order of how they came, how they were released. So, and I'm working from left to right. So this was the last one released. This is number 12. This one's number 7, Patience. And this one up here, right there, is Faith. That was number 5. Courage was number 4. Peace was number 3. So they're going to go all the way around the border. So the next one's going to be number 2, which is this one right here, Love. So that will go here. And then the next one's number 1, which is Hope. And then it's going to go down and across. So it's going to be all surrounded. And then in the center is a modified version of Sheep in the Meadow. And I think that's just going to be so beautiful. Now this is done on Hearthstone Ada because I started this before I tried, because I was afraid to do smaller fabric. And let me tell you, that was a mistake, because I used to only do Ada. Not anymore. I've discovered I really like Eerie. It's so much easier to stitch. And I thought at first I really wasn't going to like it. It was going to be too difficult. But with a good set of cheaters, piece of cake. So I'm really enjoying working on the smaller pieces. Like the Quaker Diamonds is 28 count. And I hand dyed it. The Grand Old Flag piece is 36 count linen, which I've never used before. But with good cheaters, they're working just fine. The other thing is I have been teaching myself hardanger. Now these are just some practice things that I was doing to get the hang of it. This is the first one I did, and I don't think it came out too bad. I mean, considering I've never done it before. And this one I'm still working on. This one right here. And the reason I'm teaching myself hardanger is because this is part of my haul now. I want to do this. Where Stitchers Gather, the Victoria sampler, Thea Dueck. I have a group of ladies who come and they sit with me here in my dining room, and we stitch on Saturdays for a couple hours. And we just gather here in on my dining room table and we just stitch away. And this reminds me of us sitting and stitching. And I just love the pattern. The other thing is it has some hardanger on it. This is the back. So I really I'm going to make this for myself. I never make anything for myself, okay? So I usually give it all away. I usually have a project, it's for someone's birthday or whatever, and it gets given away. Not this. This is mine. And I'm really excited because I actually bought this off a friend of mine. One of the ladies who comes here, she had picked it up when a local store was going out of business, and she actually had an extra one, and so I got it, and it comes with the thread pack. So I was thrilled to death. So I can't wait to do this, but I can't do this until I finish my sister's present. Just can't happen. I gotta get that done. And Another piece is, this is another a smaller piece that I'm going to try before I do the Where Stitchers Gather. This is a free pattern from Thea's website, the Victoria Sampler, that's done on a little Altoid tin. You stitch that up and it goes on the Altoid tin, and you can put your needles and scissors in it. So I'm going to give my hand a try. That's why I wanted to teach myself how to do this. And while I was at Mayanne's shop, Bush Mountain, I picked up all the fabric to do all the pieces, and I picked up Sullivan's thread. I've never used Sullivan's before, so I wanted to give it a try, because with the price hike in DMC, I'm looking for a less expensive alternative, and so I want to give these a try and see if they work. They are cheaper, and I don't understand, but they have just about all the same colors. In fact, the really nice thing about Sullivan's is the DMC color equivalent is right on the label. So I want to stitch with these and see. So what I did was I picked up the colors to do this, and I'll see how it is stitching with them, because I may very well switch to Sullivan's for just basic. So let's see. Finishes. Okay. I finished this. I don't remember if you recall, but I had done this sweet little scissor fob. I love roses. They're my favorite flower. My husband, he's a keeper. That man gets me roses for Valentine's Day, anniversary, birthday. Never failed. He was deployed overseas in downtown Mogadishu and still managed to get me flowers for Valentine's Day. So the man is a keeper. So they are my favorites. So I made this cute little scissor fob, and I fill mine with lavender because I just love it. And when you stab it with your needle, because you can put your needle in there when you stab it, you can smell the lavender. It just smells wonderful. And I made myself a little pin cushion with my initial and a rose. Of course, you can't see it for all the pins that I have in there. And that's why I made this, because this is going to be a needle book. I finished that up. It was a really quick little stitch, nothing fancy. This is supposed to look like lace, so I'm going to make a little needle book out of it for my set. The other thing I've been doing, now I can't take credit for these because this pattern came from Pinterest, because I was looking for something, I was looking for some kind of an Ort container that was easy to travel. Oh yeah, pumpkin season's back. Oh, I love pumpkin. It's pumpkin everything, and I'm very happy that pumpkin spice coffee is back. Yes, it's good stuff. So I was looking for an Ort container that was collapsible, that I could take with me when I was going out and I was going to be stitching somewhere. So I was doing some searching, and I found this pattern on Pinterest. I can't take credit for the pattern, but these cute little collapsible Ort containers. You put your Orts in here, you stuff them down, you twist, and you push this back into the circle, and it's collapsible, and off you go. They're just too cute. So I started stitching up some of these. I'm selling them for $5. So if you're interested, message me. I have this one done. This is for anyone who likes skulls. This is Sugar Skull. And this is a cute one with little bluebirds on it. I've got a bunch more cut out. I just sit and stitch them up. The worst part is trying to cut out the cardboard too, because we need cardboard for the bottom and for the ring. So, but they're cute. I like them. I think others will too. Let's see, where else are we at? My shout outs. Of course, May Ann Bush and her family. Such wonderful people. Very, very nice. I can't wait to go video the grand opening, do the tour. I think that's going to be so much fun. And I'm so excited for her. Because you know what? Deep in my heart, I want to open a shop up here. Because we don't have anything. Nothing. The nearest, all 3 shops that are near us are an hour and a half away. So I'm hoping that someday I can do that. Problem is the inventory. Gotta have that. But I'm working on it. We'll see what happens. Stephanie and Pam from Just Keep Stitching. I love those 2 ladies. They are so much fun. Of course, I'm really behind on my floss tubes. So, but I love Pam and Steph. I want to thank Pam because I reached out to her and asked her to check out my videos to see if there was anything I could add or do differently, and she was very gracious enough to do that, and I really appreciate it. She gave me some feedback, and I hope that I will make that do that feedback justice. I also happened to meet Andy from Nana's Needles while I was at the soft opening of Bush Mountain. What a nice lady. I really enjoyed meeting you, Andy. I hope to see you again. I did watch a new video called from Little House of Stitches. I believe the girl's name is Jane. She's South African, living in the UK. She's just new. It was just a short little introductory video. So welcome to the group, and you did a really great job. I really liked how you did it. Jan Hicks Creates, of course. I watched her video on the tour of the shop in Canada, and I've got to say I had to have a bucket right here because I was just drooling. It was just so wonderful. So at this point, that's about all I have for you. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to thank you for following me. If you have any comments, criticisms, advice, questions, requests, put them in the comments below. I will also be listing all the links to the different places and shout outs that I talked to you about. So those will be in the comments down below. If there's something special you would like to see me do or cover, put it in the comments section below. I'll be happy to do. I want to do some more videos for you. I like to do the smaller ones because then you can see more people. So I like to kind of keep them small and short in length. So hopefully this will. This is only going to be about a half an hour at the most. So I encourage you to make your requests down below. I do respond to every comment that is made, and for now that's it. I will be back the middle of October for I will be posting the tour of Bush Mountain Stitchery, and I will probably be taking some video of the retreat. I encourage people. I've got 10 or more seats left for the retreat. I would love to see you come. I would love to meet you. That's the whole reason for the retreat, is to make new friends, meet each other, share our joy. And for now, that's it. Have a good time. Take care. Thinking of you. Bye-bye.